virgin! Oh god. My god, the video compression. Oh, the pixels.
This must be the place. Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
You can die with the spider? I never did that. No, it's a trap. Mr. G, thank you for the host. Were you streaming?
It's a trap!
It's a trap. No, Spooder. Giant Spooder now. Kappa.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood. There were only 3 things I didn't like about spiders. The way they looked, the way they moved, and the fact that they lived on the same planet as me. This spider was big, mean, and hairy.
Hey, Crispy,
and
just missed the
definitely not a
ending
native
of the first one. Damn it. No Spooders. Shoot. No, spider is not killing me. You sure you can die with it? Ah, okay. 2 hours later.
Two hours later.
A minute? God. Dad, are we there yet? Nope. Oh. What the? It jumped! Okay. Alrighty then.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood. The block of wood had been used to replace the original foot of the bookcase.
OBS, stop flashing red, damn it. It's not dropping frames now though. Weird. Squished.
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Disgusting.
Yellow pus was seeping from below the bookcase. That spider was very squashed.
Ew.
The bookcase had been anchored to the wall by a protruding metal bracket. It had sheared off as the bookcase had fallen, leaving a jagged edge.
Freedom! Yes! Or
One
spider?
mighty
No!
bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. The
Never
rope
know.
was shredded and no possible use to me.
Oh! Damn it, Winston.
Ubier and his wife, I guess. Nice couple.
What this?
It was an oddly designed candle holder with a coil of metal shaped like a snake. Highly artistic, but of very little practical use.
It can be a weapon. What are you talking about? Grab it.
The bureau had a sliding lid. Inside, I found a bottle of tequila.
Ay, ay, ay. Madre mía.
It was a half bottle of extra strong Mexican tequila. Just what I needed under the circumstances. Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal.
Good.
Disgusting. Not only did
Disgusting.
the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm.
Disgusting!
That's wild. I need to fix that.
It was a closed drawer. In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
Yoink.
There was something short, fleshy, gross on the carpet.
Ew.
It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
Oh, my inventory is now down. Okay.
It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry. It was a needle-sharp dart with a flight of green and yellow feathers. That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway. It was Nico's bag. It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a
What?
large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred
Why is
to
there
me
panties
that
there?
Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
What the hell?
It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart. I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me
Paul.
a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Lobineau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Lobineau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
Naiwan Pantsu.
It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color, and it reminded me of clowns. The pot contained a key.
Pork chump.
It looked like a house key. The bars attached to the window would prevent anyone getting in. They also stopped me from getting out.
Damn.
I wasn't going to get through those sturdy bars. It was the box that spider had crawled from.
Solid Snake, are you there?
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it. It was a soda fountain, perfect for mixing with drinks or squirting at clowns.
Damn clowns.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
Out of gas. Wait, this is not flames. Huge heat boxes. What the hell?
In the cabinet's wooden door was a very small keyhole. The cabinet was locked. The fire had taken hold and ignited part of the polished wooden floorboards. The door blocked my only means of escape.
No.
The door blocked my only means of escape.
I'll save you. Aha.
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open.
Makes no sense though.
I couldn't think of a use for a burst cylinder. It was a small metal cylinder. That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands. The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
Saved.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
I died. No. Paul died too. Please be alive.
The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened.
Lol.
Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
No more cheese on fire.
With a well-aimed squirt of a soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day.
Soda.
Now it was time to start looking for Nico. I wasn't going to burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Ninja kick. Hell yeah. I'll save you.
It was a folded clipping taken from a newspaper.
No, frames, don't start again.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two. It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Viva Mexico!
It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was Ubier's bank statement. It was Ubier's telephone. Much as I disliked him, Labano might be my only hope of finding Nico. Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look,
Voice is
I
different.
didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure.
Yes, where the stupid cop was.
Andre? You better show, you creep. I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear. The door led to some other part of Ubier's mansion.
Oh, the music is loud.
It was locked.
Where's the sound? There you go. Damn. Look at this. Maybe like this. Can I use the key?
The house key didn't fit this lock.
Damn, it's not the master key.
The door was locked. I didn't fancy my chances of kicking this door down. I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labano again, but he was my only link with Nico. There was no sign of Labano when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
No sign of the clown either. The mime. Okay, save. Café Metro, Kappa. BRB, okay.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labano.
Not going to the sewers
I
again.
had no desire to go down into the sewers. The waiter's stained and crumpled clothes looked as if they'd been slept in. I decided not to bother with a meal. The man at the next table looked somehow familiar. Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes, I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
Voice is different.
Not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
I'm waiting for an acquaintance.
Bon. And you have found another. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail. What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Jesus.
Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Killing cereals.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
It was a small silver flask from which the man was topping up his glass.
Good.
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking. What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
Sure it is. I know, cornflakes are dead. Poor cereals. Good.
I had nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme.
No! The
I had
flask.
nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme.
Damn it, Bobby.
The man was still looking. It was a small silver flask from which the man was topping up his glass. I had nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme.
Waiter! Come on. Two hours later, there you go.
Oh, garçon.
You
He ignored me.
bum!
I'm sure it was deliberate.
Damn it.
I had nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme.
Hey!
Hey, you. What? I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
So, should I come back 20 years later? It's not leaving. Wow, that was quick.
Un café.
Thanks. Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
I know, right?
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Have you heard of Professor
Frame, stop
Oublier?
it.
Oui. He married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
Nutty Professor? I know the movies.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood.
Aren't you
Her
supposed to
stage
be
name was
somewhere or
Carol
something?
Climax. She
No.
died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
Sure.
That's all.
Thank you.
There you are. You are late.
Well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
Your voice is different.
I wouldn't normally call you. But Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Damn you, Winston.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
Coyote.
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy. And the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
Crispy! 18 years, thank you for the resub. PogChamp.
Take a look at this, Andre.
It's a bank statement?
Yeah, Professor Oubier's account. 5 large cash withdrawals in the space of 3 days, all from an automatic teller in Marseille. Suspicious, isn't it?
You're even more crazy than you were before.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
I know all your
Where can I find
friends.
this guy?
He owns
It's
a
always a
gallery
trap.
on the left bank. The Gliese Gallery.
Please.
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more back.
Oh, yeah.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
Nice timing.
Does Oubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
You never been to his house? I thought you guys were pals.
Fellow academics, Georgie. It's not quite the same thing.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Oubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself. Tell me about your friend Ubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him
I
at all.
see.
No, I don't.
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, Georges.
Where did Nico get the stone?
It was sent to her.
From where? Who?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
That's it.
See you later.
Goodbye,
Damn it.
Georgie.
Best friends forever. And he leaves. Meanwhile,
I've had enough of your
There
games,
she is.
Nicolas. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Your
Either
voice
you
is
tell
also
me what
different.
I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer.
girlfriends.
I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
Alrighty then.
I was sure I'd asked for cream in my coffee, but he'd brought me black. The coffee was very bitter and only lukewarm. There was also an unpleasant coagulated lump at the bottom of the cup.
Ew.
That was undoubtedly the most disgusting cup of coffee I'd ever tasted in my life.
Welcome to Paris, Kappa.
I'm trying to find my girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, it was our first day back together after many months.
That's too bad. My God, that's depressing.
Pepe cry. Yank. And the waiter doesn't care.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal
then.
alcoholic drink. Excuse me.
What?
I'd been looking forward to seeing my girl, but she wanted to rush off to see some professor.
I see. And you think she's having an affair with this professor?
Look, forget it. It doesn't matter. Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes, but I don't care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Is it true that Carol Climax was murdered by her husband?
First I heard of it. I thought she just retired.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
Pepe cry. Oh, get out this junk. No, not again.
Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's
Yeah.
house or
That
visit the
name.
Glee's Gallery.
Snakeo!
The Glee's Gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
Snaky.
I couldn't believe it. The pots were marked at 5,000 francs.
Jesus.
each. As far as I could tell, the pots were almost identical to the one I'd found in Ubier's house.
What a ripoff.
At that price, I wasn't going anywhere
Yep,
near
cavalry
those
of
pots.
mobs. Girls. Boys.
The girls were in a world of their own.
Boys, boys, boys.
Hi, girls. What's the joke?
あなたはキレてですね。
I'm not cute. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
Fine.
Kawaii desu ne.
Looked like a witch and a headless bust.
Oh,
I
girls.
had seen better.
Picture.
The Wasteland. Too minimalistic for too much money.
I can do this. Give me the money. What the hell is this one? Just a wine? Wow. A wine and a, what is this? A square? Art. Hashtag art.
Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist. Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist.
My god. Man.
He was a pear-shaped guy with a fine display of multiple chins.
Seems kinda drunk. Should save. Actually, 6. Whoa, that guy.
Please, the owner?
Those
Good
legs.
God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
This doesn't seem right. Okay, now it's better. Whoa, look at this. Is that an ostrich? I'm a bird.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Yes. Very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
Now my pot!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You son of a... Ah!
You smashed my pot.
Certainly, it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
What about those ones? Those are ugly too. You mope. Damn it.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine.
Ew.
Please can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
That pot you smashed belonged to Professor Ubier.
Did it really? I thought the man had more taste.
What a bum.
What's the difference between my pot and all those other pots?
Yours is broken.
Why, you
Duh.
smug, pompous sloth.
Sticks and stones, dear boy, sticks and stones.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge.
Punch him in the face.
A valuable relic of an ancient civilization lay smashed on the floor.
Yes, I am
The
Snaky.
pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve.
Round 1, fight.
Spheres in a barren waste. Oh, very profound. I could see a pattern emerging in this artist's work. He looked like an older version of Labano. The same supercilious expression, the same disdain in his eyes, and the same damned ponytail.
God damn it, Snaky.
What's your sole purpose in this army? To do whatever you tell me?
Ah.
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You are goddamn gifted, Private Gump.
Damn it.
I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
It is fascinating.
There is a gentleman over there who seems to be enjoying.
Why are you
his
calling
wine.
him a gentleman?
Why? It was very
He's a
cheap.
bum.
I have some questions I'd like to ask about those pots.
The Mexican collection? Certainly, sir.
Where did you get them from?
Mexico, of course. I think sir will find the price extremely reasonable.
Hey, I'm not interested in buying.
Rip off.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, you'll excuse me.
Scam. We are all fine and dandy.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
No, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well,
No.
as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
Nope.
Have
Damn
you
it,
heard
Corona.
of Professor Ubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Ubier himself.
I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Docks.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Ubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good
Yeah,
God,
locked
no.
in.
I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Do you believe the story that Ubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? She was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
Can't rave. No.
Have you seen any of Ubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated.
Last time I went into the movies was to watch the first Tomb Raider.
What I really wanted to ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir, one doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
So did I, until that slob smashed it.
Bum. Gwen, I just destroyed Snaky's castle. You missed it. Exploded. With C4. Rip Snaky Castle. Oops. Here. Snaky wants freedom forever, just like me. What this?
It was a sturdy packing case.
Cardboard castle. Who's me?
Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
That area is private.
Oh, so I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
Damn it, Bobby. No. Damn it.
I'd had enough of talking to that slob.
No, not the glass. Damn it. I have toilet paper. You want to buy it?
I splashed a little absinthe.
Over
into the glass
$9,000.
and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Sold.
Certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
You want more?
Allow me.
You blew it! Oops. Is he dead? Well, rest in pepperonis.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard.
I guess he's just drunk.
Were those pots very valuable?
The pots are insured, but not the shelving. You've no idea how much that cost me.
$2. On a Chinese store.
It was a sturdy packing case. There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
Labels.
It was a label bearing a company name and logo.
Mars?
Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars.
My God, it's
The
from
rest of the
Mars.
label was missing.
From Mars to Paris.
It was beginning to make sense. Oubier had organized Nico's abduction. Oubier withdrew money from Marseille. Oubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in
Millions.
Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars.
Aw,
It
damn
wasn't
it.
much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Hey, this part is from the demo. I remember. PlayStation demo.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside. A chain-link fence barred the entrance to the docks.
There's a doggo. Oh shit. Oops.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm innocent.
okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
Madre mía.
It was a mean-looking guard dog. Here, boy.
Damn.
The chimney was a metal pipe with a conical hat on top to stop the rain getting in.
What rain? There's no rain.
Ouch!
Ow.
That's hot.
That was dumb. GG, Paul. Go, Hatchet Arms.
It was a packet with a picture of a boxer dog on the front. I couldn't reach the packet.
Damn it.
Something was bubbling in the watchman's saucepan. I couldn't reach that far. It was the door which led to the docks on the other side of the fence. I couldn't reach the door without climbing into the room.
Yes, you can. Believe. Goat.
A shabby old overcoat hung from a peg near the door. I couldn't reach the coat. It was the trapdoor which the Slav used as a waste chute, straight into the sea.
How do you know it's the sea?
I couldn't reach it from outside the hut. It was a large bucket filled with coal.
Mr. Bucket?
I couldn't reach the bucket. It was an old iron stove, which heated the hut and the watchman's dinner. I couldn't reach that far.
Yes, it is. Crispy. You get a double now.
Hi there. Hey, how long you been watching me?
I wasn't watching.
You were looking.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I wasn't
I still need to finish it
What you
first.
want? Do you know what time
I can
it is?
play the others again.
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
Disappointment Move 3.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice.
Smack him.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, pal, what is it?
A poison dart used for hunting.
What would you hunt with that? Mice?
No. Monkeys and stuff. The tip is dipped
No,
in poison.
monkey.
Hey, what you got against monkeys?
I love monkeys. I was just using them as an example.
Well, don't.
Give me the monkey. Gimme.
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one.
Not this one either.
Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
And not the beans? Okay, sure.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
Oh.
I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert.
You pervert.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her. The docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah, struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
Like the one you showed me?
The very same. I could tell he didn't believe me. Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Oh no, damn you, Corona.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say.
I want a doggo.
What's the dog's name?
20.
Was I supposed to be
unusual
doing
for a dog.
something?
It's his registration
guess not.
number. Security dog number 20.
Does number 20 have rabies?
Nah, just a bad attitude. Like I said, he's a trained attack dog. They took him when he was a puppy and messed with his head to make him the way he is.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the dock's open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday.
Great.
Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it?
I can't wait to 1
I gotta
month.
go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Crazy. 20. Whoa. Bunch of junk.
A short stick of wood floated near the edge of the landing stage. The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook for hooking boats. Bobbing up and down in the oily water was the watchman's discarded beer bottle. The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it.
What about this? Uh-huh.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
Yeah, what about this? Damn doggo, stop
The
it.
guard dog was staring at me with a hungry look in his eyes. The platform was held up by a hinged bracket. I couldn't figure out what it was for. Maybe it was part of a structure which no longer existed.
Spike.
Impaled on a spike were a number of documents. I couldn't reach the documents.
Didn't notice this before.
Excuse me? Huh? Who's there?
Ooh. Damn it, Winston. Oh, my balls. Damn it. Pepe Fink. Good save. I use this again.
The panties would not have been thick enough to shield
Damn
this
it.
level of heat. The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch it.
Uh-huh.
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney. The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
Get wrecked. Can I check the papers now? Oh, the door is blocking. Shit. No. Rip. Well, because the components are not finished yet, so they can't show it. Pretty sure it's gonna get delayed.
Baked beans in ketchup.
Ketchup?
It was a packet with a picture of a boxer dog on the front. The packet was full of dog biscuits. Someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck.
More junk.
Who was
My
I
pockets.
to argue with irrational superstition?
All this junk. Oh god. I think I'm done here. Oh, maybe the coat?
I wouldn't have considered wearing it if it had been the last coat on Earth.
I guess not. Let me save just in case if I messed up something. Oh, now I can...
The box contained nothing but blank forms.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Door slam. No. Like, who fixed the thing?
Do you recognize this metal cone?
Say, that's just like the Tin Man wore. You know, the Wizard of Oz.
Sure.
I'd have never taken you for a fan of Dorothy and Toto.
That dumb kid? She ruined the whole damn
Toto?
thing for me, all that singing
Toto
and stuff.
Africa?
Anyhow, she wasn't even a real kid. They stuffed her in a corset so her titties didn't show.
Oh god. Look at us.
Let me in and I'll give you this lump of coal.
I got plenty of coal already. You always carry it around in your pocket?
I heard it was lucky.
Superstitious crap. I got a whole bucket of it in here and it ain't brought me no luck.
Nick is crying
What's
over
the
his
problem with the
castle.
stove?
I don't know. Damn flu seems to
That I
be
exploded.
Maybe some bird built a nest in the chimney.
Huh?
A gull, maybe, or an albatross.
Albatross my ass. That chimney's too hot. What's wrong with your hand?
In my hand? Oh, friction burns.
Friction burns?
Yeah, I slid down a rope.
You don't want to make a habit of that, pal.
See you later.
All I wanted is to check the papers, damn it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Ah. Whatever. So I need to get rid of the dog who... Hello, George? Walk! Jesus. Come here, boy.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
Come get some.
I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed.
Goodbye. Yoink.
As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Swimming like a cat, Kappa. Yay. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Go Snake, go. Metal Gear.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Damn guards.
It read Pont de Nord, fine wine producers. I didn't recognize the label. The doors looked 100 years old, but they were still very sturdy. A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles. It was a beautiful piece of 19th century engineering, but not a lot of use to me.
Clamp.
The clamp was held in a mechanism which forced its jaws open. I decided not to tamper with the clamp. Those jaws looked like they could snap shut at any moment.
Do a barrel roll.
The doors looked 100 years old, but they were still very sturdy. It read Condor Transglobal. I'd come to the right place. Now all I had to do was get inside. The sign looked as if it was firmly attached to the wall. Anyway, I didn't really want it as a souvenir. That door seemed to be the only way into the warehouse.
Perhaps they're out?
The din must have drowned out the sound of my knocking. Maybe there was a way in up there.
This is a fan?
It was a duct from a ventilation fan. The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan. A fine old oak barrel. The clamp consisted of 2 metal jaws which would close when weight was applied to them. The window looked like it hadn't been opened for many years.
Jump.
The window was jammed shut. The window wasn't fully shut.
How do you know? Over here.
It was a powerful fan. I couldn't reach the blades of the fan, which was just as well. If I'd stuck my fingers in there, I'd never be able to play guitar again.
Guitar Hero. Well, we can use the stick.
The guy was partly hidden behind a stack of crates. I wouldn't have been heard over the din of the fan. It was the creep who'd kidnapped Nico, and I had a score to settle. I wouldn't have been heard over the din of the fan.
PogChamp.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss.
Shaggy, it wasn't me.
I decided there was a better way to attract their attention.
Like what? Pizza Boy? That's trending Pizza Boy. Wee.
There was a little grill set into the door. The grill opened from the inside.
You mean Dan?
The grill opened from the inside.
It was here yesterday. With a fake account as usual. Knock knock.
Who is it?
Pizza Boy. Cop.
Police, we want to talk to you about abduction, arson, and attempted murder.
You got a warrant?
Sure, I got a warrant. Open the door, I'll show you.
You wait.
That's got him scared and angry.
He's pissed. No, I don't want to die. The barrel roll. Yes. What a mope. Boing. GG.
No.
Yes. Victory is mine. Oh. Damn it, Winston. Warehouse number 8. Is this Master Chen residence?
There was a notice board beside the desk with an assortment of paperwork on it. Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coramonte City.
No, I lost. Bullshit. God damn it. I don't think you have 1,000 Sith. Check it. You won! Wow! Lucky. Now you can do it. That was lucky. GG. And I lost. Not my day.
A filing cabinet. It was locked.
It's always locked.
There was a small drawer in the desk. Knowing my luck, it was bound to be locked. The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key.
I'm the key master.
It was a small brass key. The room was filled with transglobal crates.
All the Shenmue 4 pre-orders. They're not gonna sell it. Still waiting for my Kickstarter copy.
The little guy had a blowpipe.
Bums.
That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me.
Hey, everyone is alive.
But it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad?
What are you pointing at?
Hi. I'm not going to hurt you.
Coramonte.
Is that where you're from? Coramonte City?
Coramonte.
Okay. What have you done with my girlfriend?
Huh?
I am not leaving without her. Where is she? He didn't appear to understand me. Tell me what you've done with Nico, and I'll share these biscuits with you. I knew it sounded lame, trying to bargain with a box of doggy snacks. Besides, How was he to know how yummy they tasted? Do you know what this is?
Peito. Yeah! Lotse ka peito. Inyakot lagoino mo to.
This was the dart you used to knock out my girlfriend. If she's come to any harm, I will count you personally responsible.
Lotse ka peito fnor.
Nani? Snaky's toys, no.
What does this key unlock?
Huh?
What the?
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay?
I want you set free. Break free. Hey.
Hey, come back here.
Damn it.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates. It was an elevator to the upper floor. I couldn't pry the doors apart with my bare hands. There was usually an easier way to do it.
Like this?
It was the button to call the elevator.
Push the button. Yeah, push the button. 2 hours later. There you go.
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
And now we wait. This maybe? Faster? Yeah, mope.
There. That would keep the doors from closing. The crate was labeled, "Danger. Live contents. Do not drop." There were small holes in the top and sides, and scratchy noises coming from inside.
Oh boy. It's a Pokemon.
But decided not to risk dropping it and meeting the live contents. The statue looked as if it was Central or South American in origin. It was a pulley attached to a long rail which ran the length of the building. It wasn't much use, though. No rope.
Well, I was supposed to get a rope, but you didn't want it. Back in the house. You mope.
I realized the doors must lead to a loading platform high above the dockside.
It's me, Mario. I'm about to end, damn it.
A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open.
I'm not strong enough.
The window was not designed to open. It was a hydraulic hand cart. There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
Can I stick this there? Hold on. This is a Nintendo Switch.
I couldn't move the crate until I'd blocked the light beam with something else.
This, maybe? Damn it. This?
The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
Hmm. Damn it.
That wouldn't work.
What am I missing?
Aren't you supposed to be somewhere or something?
Yeah, I should. I need to stop. Oh.
I noticed a faint mark on the wooden floor. There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. There didn't appear to be any difference in the paneling of this part of the wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room. Nico!
Fetish, what?
It was a grotesque little statue of a figure carrying a shield and a spear.
Yoink.
Will you look at this? It was a small statue of a kneeling figure in an ornate headdress. The head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face.
Hey,
Ew.
somebody's marketing Labino dolls.
Lol.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
About time. You could at least have helped me before grabbing everything you could find.
Not so loud. They'll hear you.
Get these ropes off me right now.
You know, the mood you're in, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
It was a short length of rope tied tightly around Nico's slim wrists. There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, Georges. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead.
Wait, Inspector
And
Mou
to find
died
out more, I called Professor
in the previous
Oublier,
game.
who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If
Plot
Karzak's
holes.
business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
Ada, wait! I should stop here. But I want to get free first.
If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Hold on, let's talk to her. Hey! Oh my god. It's gonna take ages.
Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poison dart?
Of course I'm sore.
Pantsu!
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
Sure.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, George. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Dwarf.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moon?
Yes, you remember him?
Yes. He's supposed to be dead.
Well, of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no. He reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over.
What?
When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moon knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious?
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? Andre said he was something of a celebrity.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightened me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Yes, Paul.
Okay, tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs.
Okay. Time to be free.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Now, move the Pokemon. Why are you going around? Yeah, mope.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
Maybe.
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Gotta be MacGyver.
It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
Sure.
The statue looked way too heavy for me to move.
Dude, I'm trying to... Statue's gonna die.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
I'm not strong enough.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push!
I feel stronger now.
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
A cable stretched way out across the docks to a building in the distance. I thought about hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way. Nico, I have a great idea.
Whee! Oops. Fail. There's the doggo.
George, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course, if you say so, Nicole.
I want to save now.
Thank you so much, André.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Caramonte City.
Caramonte? It's in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Caramonte, the traveler's rear
Disc
entrance
2?
to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Caramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any
I guess
sign
disc
of
2 is
Condor
after this
Transglobal.
part. When I leave this part. Okay, let me save. And continue tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is Resident Evil 3 remake demo. God damn it, Gump.